Hi everyone, welcome to today's 30-minute full body Pilates practice. We will begin in a seated position, so when you're ready, find a nice comfortable seat and let's begin with a little bit of breathing. Place your hands onto your rib cage just to the outsides. Breathing in, expand your ribs out to the sides, pushing into your palms. And breathing out, contract your rib cage, drawing your ribs closer together, in and down. So repeating at your own pace. You can close your eyes here if that feels nice for you. Breathing in to expand laterally and exhaling to close. So you can visualize curtains opening and closing as you breathe in and out. Good. Begin to create an awareness through your abdominals here as well. So as you draw your ribs in and down. Begin to engage through your core and through your pelvic floor muscles as well, drawing up and in through your belly button. Beautiful work. Let's go ahead and release the hands back down, arms out by the sides of the body. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, reach over towards your left in your side stretch. So think about creating length through your side body first before you reach over into that lateral stretch. You want to keep drawing your right hip down. Breathe into your right lung. Really expand through the right side. You can walk your left fingertips away, soften the elbow, drop down onto the forearm if available. Squeeze the left side of your body, chest rotated open. Breathe in, come up. Exhale, release your arm. Other side. Inhale, left arm up. Remember to create that length through the left side of your body first. And then breathing out, find that lateral stretch. Reaching your left fingertips over toward your right. You can soften into the right elbow, walk the fingertips away. Anything is fine. Keep bringing your left hip down, breathing into your left lung this time. Beautiful work. You want to feel that stretch all down the left side of your body, your arm, your shoulder, side of your waist, and maybe your hip as well. Come back up on your next inhale, lengthen first, and then release your arm down, breathing out. Beautiful work. Maintain length in your spine and rotate over to your right. You can hover your hands anywhere around you. You can bring it to your leg, to the mat at the back. You just want to find a rotation through your torso, your upper spine, your thoracic spine. Come back in through center, breathe in. As you exhale, rotate your left shoulder back. So try to maintain as much length as you can in your back body. And keep bringing your left shoulder back, breathing out. Well done. Let's inhale, return through center, and exhale to relax here. Let's go ahead and switch positions now. So we're going to come to sit on our hips, sitting nice and tall, knees bent, and feet at hip distance. So think about bringing your hips, knees, and ankles together in one line. Your toes can be on or off the mat. Arms extended out forwards. Breathing in, lengthen tall one more time. Breathing out, begin to round through your back body, finding your C curve, shortening through your midsection. Keep going. We're going to come to lie on our backs. I want you to think about coming down top to bottom, laying your spine down on your mat block by block. Use the strength of your core to control the movement here. Once you are here, let's reach the arms overhead as you rest your head and take a full body stretch. Bring your arms down by your body, bend your knees in. So think about bringing your knees tracking over your middle toes so your ankles, your heels are in line with your hips. Let's begin to press the lower back down into the mat, so closing that arch in your lower back. Exhale, press your lower back down, closing the gap, drawing your belly button in. And then breathing in, you're going to tuck your tailbone out, arching your spine, so exaggerating that gap between the mat and your lower back. Repeat at your own pace. Exhale, press your lower back down, and inhale to create that gap. Good. Keep drawing your belly button in both ways. Exhale, press your lower back down, and inhale to create that arch. Beautiful work. So press your lower back down into the mat again, and this time stay here. Press into your feet and slowly begin to lift up. Hips, tailbone, low, mid, and upper back. Hold at the top, inhale. Make sure your ribs are drawing down, reach your knees forwards. Exhale, scoop your tailbone under again and come back down top to bottom. Think about finding that beautiful articulation through your spine both ways. Exhaling to lift up, hold at the top, inhale, and exhale, return, come back down. Continue at your own pace, moving with your own breath. If you want to hold it at the top for a little bit longer, you can. So we're just gonna mobilize through the spine, wake up through the legs, make sure that you're squeezing your glutes, engaging your glutes as you come up. So working the legs, the glutes, and the abdominals here, as well as mobilizing the spine. Let's come up again. So hold your next one at the top, hold in your bridge position. We're going to take 10 little pulses here, so squeezing your hips up and up. So there's no rush, 8 more. Squeezing those hips as you continue to draw your ribs down. So make sure nothing is flaring open. Your last 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last one, hold, return, come all the way back down, articulating through your spine again. Well done. Let's go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. Let your knees fall out, open to the sides, hands on your legs to encourage a stretch. Maybe have a little rock side to side. Let's go ahead and bend the knees in again. So close your legs, hug your knees in towards your chest. Bring your hands on your knees, resting them gently, and move your knees in opposing circles away from one another. Any direction first is fine. We will go both ways. And switch direction. So we're just rotating around the hip joint, a really good, feel-good movement here. Steady breath. Let's go ahead and place the feet flat on the floor. So arms are now down by the sides of your body. Lift your right leg up to a tabletop position, bringing your knee over your hip. Inhale. Exhale. Slide your ribs down to your hips, press your lower back to the floor, and lift your left leg up, knee over hip, so your legs are in a tabletop position. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. So if you want to, you can have your feet flat on the floor for this one as well. We're going to reach the arms slightly back and then circle them out into the sides of the body, graze the knees, and complete their circle. So you're just moving in one direction. Arms are moving in opposing circles. Take your arms slightly back, out, and back in, just grazing through the sides of your legs, your knees. We're just doing 5 in each direction. So let's go ahead and switch directions now. So you're going to move your arms forwards, open, back, and back through center. So if your hands are not touching your legs, that's fine too. We just have different body proportions. When you have finished, let's return. Come all the way back through center. So this should be your last one. Arms up, legs are in your tabletop position. Let's bring the arms down by the sides of the body. So rest your arms and we will move through the legs now. As you breathe in, extend your legs straight up to the ceiling. Exhale back to tabletop, bend your knees in. So we repeat this 8 more times. I want you to think about moving your legs with control. So try not to knees slide back in towards you or your legs away from you. Try to keep them as straight as you can towards the ceiling. So it is a challenging move. If your legs don't straighten completely, don't worry about it. Make sure that you're actively engaging your abdominals here. Bend your knees back to your tabletop position. Let's go at a 45-degree angle now. So inhale, extend your legs out at a 45-degree angle. Exhale back in. You can also do this one leg at a time. If you are comfortable doing both together, do both together. And 3 more times. Inhale, extend, and exhale, bend. Last 2. And last one. When you have finished, come back to your tabletop position. We're going to lower the legs down a little bit lower. So shoot your legs out lower than 45 degrees and then bend your knees back in again. So we've just taken the legs a little bit lower down. Remember, you can do one leg at a time or stick with a 45-degree if you prefer that option for yourself today. And your last 3, 2, make sure that you are breathing, make sure that you are creating that awareness through your abdominals. And your last one, rest, hug your knees in. We finally get that rest. Have a little rock side to side. Notice how you are feeling in your lower back. You can also make little circles on your back body here. It might feel really good after what we just did. Okay, from here, shift your legs back into that tabletop position. And bring your hands behind your head this time. So interlacing your fingers, elbows really nice and wide. Breathe in. Exhale, curl up, hold the curl, and we repeat the same with the legs. Extend your legs up, bend your knees back to your tabletop position. Inhale, shoot your legs up. Exhale, bend your knees back in. 6 more times. Beautiful work. Again, making sure that you're not squeezing, hugging your knees in towards your chest as you bend your knees back in. Try to find that full extension in your legs. Good. Come back to your tabletop position, hold, shoot your legs out at a 45-degree angle and bend your knees back in again. Inhale, shoot your legs out. Exhale, bend your knees back in again. Remember, you can always do single legs as well. You may have also noticed that there is a pattern here and you may know what's coming next. Inhale, extend, and exhale, bend. Well done. Hold it here. Let's go to our last option. Lower your legs down and bend your knees back in again. Remember, you can choose any of the first two options as well if that is feeling better for you. We just have 5 more here. We can do it, and then we will get our rest again. Inhale, shoot your legs out. Exhale, bend your knees back in again. You are doing amazing. And rest. Hug your knees in, have a little rock side to side. And then let's curl the head and shoulders off the floor, hugging your knees in, arms are by your side, so just by the side of your body. Inhale, shoot your legs out, lift up. Exhale, bend your knees back in again. So inhale, shoot your legs out as you lift up. Exhale, bend your knees back in again. So use the strength of your core to lift yourself up and hold in your balance, so like a boat pose variation. Inhale up, exhale back down. Just 2 more times. You can use your hands on the mat or reach your arms forwards to support you here. Last one. And rest. Hug your knees in. Maybe you turn your head over to one side and the other side. Let's bring the hands onto the knees again and move into those opposing circles through the knees, going in both directions. And then shake your legs out. We'll go ahead and bend the knees in. Now bring your legs back to that tabletop position, bringing your knees over your hips as you slide your ribs down towards your hips. Bring your hands behind your head again, interlacing your fingers, and curl your head and shoulders off the floor. Look straight in between the gap in your legs. And then twist over to your left, bringing your left knee in to your right elbow. Come back through center and then twist over to your right. Inhale, come back through center. Quick pause as you gaze between your legs and then twist over to the other side. So we're just coming into our bicycles, into our crisscross. But you want to make it really slow and controlled, squeezing through the side of your body each time. So really working through your obliques here. Last 2. And your last one. Well done. Come all the way back through center. Rest your head. Hug your knees into your chest one more time just for a moment. And then let's go ahead and bring the legs back into that tabletop position. So bringing your knees over your hips. Arms are just down by the sides of the body now. Breathe in. As you exhale, curl up, reach your arms forwards, and let's begin to pump our arms for our hundreds. Inhaling for a count of 5, and exhaling for a count of 5. So pumping your arms, you can find your percussive breath here. You can also bring your feet down, so placing your feet flat on the floor with your knees bent if you prefer, or stay just as you are. If your neck begins to feel tired, you can always place one hand behind your head at a time as you keep pumping the opposite arm and then switch sides. Notice your lower back against the mat. Really squeeze through your abdominals. See if you can reach a little bit further forwards. If you can lift up a little bit higher through your shoulders and your chest. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are so strong. You are doing an absolutely amazing job. We are almost at the end. And rest. Well done. Hug your knees in. You can have another rock side to side, or maybe gently, carefully turning your head over to one side and then the other side to release any tension in your neck at the minute. And then bring your feet down onto the floor. Let's roll over onto the right side of our body. So let's move into our side lying series now. So bringing your body in one long line, resting your ear on your arm. You can use your left hand to support you. Remember, hips are facing square, everything is stacked and in one line. You want to have your legs nice and engaged, so squeeze those legs. Everything in your body is super strong and working. Lift your top leg, your left leg up, and then lower your leg back down. So exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. But as you are doing this, I want you to really think about the engagement in your abdominals right now. So you're using the strength of your core to hold everything else nice and still. Exhale, lift. and inhale, lower. It doesn't matter how high you lift that leg. You want to make sure that you are moving with control and try to lift your leg up at hip height or higher. Now bring your leg slightly forwards of your right leg and we repeat the same thing. So lift and then tap your toes to the floor. So exhale, lift, and inhale, tap. Again, you want to make sure that everything else stays still. So with your right leg, the rest of your body has stayed the same and together in one long line. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, tap the floor. Last 3, 2, make sure the abdominals are working super hard, and your last one. Well done. Take your leg slightly behind your right leg now, and we repeat. Exhale, lift, and inhale to tap. So it doesn't matter if your foot doesn't reach the floor, make sure that you're maintaining integrity and stability through the rest of your body. So you can lower your leg as much as you can without losing that control, and then lifting the leg up as high as you want without losing that control. Inhale, tap, and exhale, lift. Last 2, and your last one. Bring your legs together. We do 10 more in the middle. Option to hover your right leg off the floor as you do this. 5, 4, 3, engage, squeeze those abdominals. Last 2, and your last one. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. Well done. Bring everything down and back. Hug your left knee in. Give yourself a little bit of a pat on the side. Give it a good little pat. Rub down the side of your leg. You will appreciate it tomorrow. Let's go ahead and roll over onto the front of our body now. Have your arms and your legs extended. And draw your belly button in away from your mat, tucking your tailbone slightly under. Reach into your fingers and your toes. Exhale, lift your right arm up. Inhale, return. Exhale, lift your left arm up. Inhale, return. Exhale, lift your right leg. Inhale, return. Exhale, lift your left leg. Inhale, return. Now let's do opposite arm, opposite leg. So exhale, lift your right arm and your left leg. Inhale, return. Exhale, lift your left arm and your right leg. Inhale, return. Keep switching sides. You can lift your head up off the mat, but try to keep your gaze down on your mat as well to encourage that lengthening through your entire back body, your spine. Just 2 more of these. Lift as you exhale, inhale, lower, and your last one. When you have finished, bring your hands underneath your shoulders and let's come up onto an all fours position. Wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Round through your back body, exhale, and arch through your spine, inhale. So moving through a few cat-cows here, just bringing your awareness to your back body through your arms, your shoulders, and to your breath here as well. The stretch always feels so good and is more than welcome. In my body anyway. Let's go ahead and come through to a neutral spine now. So draw your belly button in, tuck your tailbone slightly under, gaze is on your mat. So create that really long spine. Tuck your toes under the back, breathe in, exhale, push into your heels, hover your knees off the floor, hold. Keep breathing, keep holding. Remember, shorten through your midsection. You are so strong through your arms and your shoulders. Hold. Keep breathing, keep pushing the floor away with your hands. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Rest your knees down onto the mat, untuck your toes, take a little child's pose. You can roll around at the wrists a little bit or turn your palms to face up here. Let's do that again. So back onto all fours. This time you have the option to find your knee hover, or you can move into a full plank position. So for your full plank position, we'll prepare by keeping the right leg extended at the back. If you're moving into your knee hover, that's fine too. Find that long spine, breathe in. Exhale, extend your left leg or hover your knees off the floor as you push into your heels and hold. Keep drawing your belly button in. Remember, if you are in your plank, try not to lift your hips high. You want to keep everything nice and in one line. Keep breathing, keep pushing the floor away. Keep breathing and holding for your last 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring your knees back down, untuck your toes, send your hips back. You can roll around at the wrists again. Planks always feel so intense, but they are so good for the whole body. Let's go ahead and come up. So we're going to come into a kneeling position now. So your knees are roughly at hip distance. You want to keep your toes tucked out at the back and tuck your tailbone slightly under, arms out forwards in line with your shoulders. Perfect. So tailbone tucked slightly under, draw your belly button in, arms forwards. As you inhale, engage your glutes, lean back, finding a Z shape. Exhale back through center. And we repeat. Inhale, you lean back, engaging your glutes. Remember, your core is working. Exhale, come back up again. So keep going with those. You can go as slow as you want to. Make sure that you don't tuck your tailbone out and that you don't collapse either. So work with your range of motion. This is quite strong on the legs. So really use your breath here to guide your way back and then bring yourself back up again. So inhale, lean back, finding that Z shape again. And inhale, return to center. So I said both for whoever pronounces Z or Z, whichever way. And your last one. Come back up through center and rest. You can shake the arms out if you need to. And then we will come to lie on the left side of our body. We still have our side lying series to finish on this side. So bring yourself to lie in one long line. You can align yourself with the back of your mat, bringing your ankles, knees, hips, and shoulders together. Use your right fingertips, your right hand to support you and engage through your abdominals. Hips are facing square. We're working with the right leg. Exhale, lift your leg up. Inhale, bring your leg back down. So lift up as you breathe out and inhale to return your leg. So you're using the strength of your abdominals to maintain that stability in your hips and keeping the rest of your body still so that only your right leg is doing the work. For 4 and 3, remember, go at your own pace. Try to lift your leg up at hip height or higher. Beautiful work. Well done. Move your right leg slightly forwards of your left and then repeat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. So you don't have to tap the floor if that means that you're going to lose stability in your body. Keeping everything else at the bottom still together and in one line. Exhale, lift, and inhale, tap. 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Well done. Let's bring the leg slightly behind the left leg now, and we repeat. Same again. Exhale, lift, and inhale, tap. So work with your own range of motion. Think about squeezing your leg a lot. So you're using the strength of your leg and you're working through your entire leg here. So your glutes, your outer leg, your inner leg, and the supporting hip muscles as well. Your core is working super duper hard, of course, as always. Exhale, lift, and inhale to tap. Beautiful work. Let's go ahead and lift the leg up one more time. Tap the floor one more time. Bring your legs back in line and we're going to move into the single leg lifts again with everything together. Option to hover your left leg off the floor as you do this. So lift your right leg up and then tap to your bottom leg. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. And your last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Rest your legs, hug your knee in, give yourself a little bit of a pat to the side, a lot of a pat to the side, rub down the side of your leg. Well done. Let's go ahead and roll over onto our backs. Let's bring the legs into a tabletop position again. So bring your right knee over your hip, bend at the knee, and through your next exhale, slide your ribs down to your hips, lift your second leg up, bring your arms up toward the ceiling. Inhale, extend your right arm, right leg, so same side. Exhale, come back in. Inhale, left arm, left leg. Exhale, come back in. Let's repeat. So as you are doing this, I want you to think about creating that awareness through your abdominals, and you're going to feel that engagement through your obliques as well, so through the side of your waist. And just 4 more times. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Hug it in, rest. And let's bring the feet down onto the floor. So back into your bridge setup position. So bring your heels nice and close to your hips. Also heels in line with your sitting bones. Arms by your body. Let's return to our spinal rolls. Exhale, lift up. Reaching your knees forwards, drawing your ribs down. Inhale at the top. Exhale, come back down. So again, finding that beautiful articulation through your spine. Exhale, lift. Inhale at the top and exhale, return, tucking your tailbone, scooping your tailbone under again. Let's hold this next one at the top. So the next time you lift up in your bridge, we're going to hold here, breathe in. Lift your right heel off the floor, breathe out. Lift your left heel off the floor, hold nice and high onto the balls of your feet, breathe in. Exhale, slowly return, come back down with your heels off the floor. Once you get here, rest your heels down. Let's repeat. Exhale, lift, hold at the top. Lift your left heel off the floor. Lift your right heel off the floor. Stay nice and high and lifted. Hold. Exhale, return your spine, your hips back down, keeping your heels off the mat. And then return your heels, come back down on the mat. Let's repeat again. Exhale, lift up and hold at the top. Lift your right heel off the floor. Lift your left heel off the floor. Hold up nice and high. Keep holding. See if you can come up higher onto the balls of your feet to really feel that engagement through your calves. Breathe out. Come back down, top to bottom, and return your heels. We have just 1 more of these. Exhale, lift up in your bridge. Hold at the top. Lift your left heel off the floor. Lift your right heel off the floor. Hold nice and high onto the balls of your feet. Hold, breathe in. Exhale, slowly come back down, top to bottom, finding that articulation through your spine. And then once you are back here, bring your heels down onto the mat and rest. Let's bring the soles of the feet together, knees open out to the sides. Have a little rock side to side, bringing your hands to your legs, maybe if that feels good. Bring your legs back together, hug your knees into your chest, hug and hold. Your right knee in, left leg up to the ceiling. Bend your left knee in, hug and hold your left knee, bring your right leg up toward the ceiling. And again, bend your right knee, hug and hold, left leg extends up. Bend your left knee, hug and hold, right leg extends up to the ceiling. Good. Now bend both knees in. Hands to your legs. Let's move back into our circles, opposing circles through your knees, rotating at your hip joint, and switch directions, please, so that we have done both sides. And then find your way up to a comfortable seat. So let's come up to seated. Bring your arms, your hands just by your sides. Inhale, bring your right arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale into your side stretch. So same as when we began. You can walk your left fingertips away, soften the elbow, come down onto your forearm if you would like to. Breathe in, come up. Exhale, release your arm down. And your other side, inhale, left arm up. Exhale, reach your fingertips over toward your right, finding that same big stretch through the left side of your body, keeping your chest rotated open. Inhale to return. Exhale, bring your arm back down. Let's take 1 big arm circle to finish. Take a deep breath in, sweep your arms all the way up, and then exhale to come back down. Thank you so much for joining me today for this really quick 30-minute full body Pilates workout. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you feel amazing for it. Have a beautiful rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!